Open the BB style sheet bbstyle.css in a suitable software package and examine its content. You need to open the style sheet in Expression Web, and you need to modify it as per this requirement which is given over here. So this is the main thing, this is the important thing. You need to do it in a proper way in order to get full marks. How to do it? Let's start. Now, let's see. First of all, I need to open that style sheet. Okay, File, Open, Desktop, work area underscore this. This is the style sheet, BB styles, double click to open it. Now you can see that the BB style sheet has been opened in front of you, and it contains only few things: the body background color, which is given hexadecimal format, and for H1 the font family is Arial. Now you need to modify the changes as per this requirement. So the requirement says that H1, H2 and H3 should display the font Zaf Chancery. If this is not available, black error ITC. If that is also not available, then you need to display the default serif font. Okay, let's do it. So H1, H2 and H3. Okay, fine. H1, comma, H2, comma, H3. Why all these three? Because for all these three heading levels we need to have this text Zap Chancery, black error ITC, or default serif font. So the font family is Arial previously. Just you need to change that. Okay. Now we need to change it to Zaf Chancery. ZAPF. Please make sure you write the spellings correctly. If it is capital, write capital. If it is small, write small. C H-A-N-C-E-R-Y, Chancery. Okay. Then put a comma and then put a double quotes, black error ITC. Let me see the spellings. Black error, B-L-A-C-K, black error ITC. Okay, now after that I need to put a closing double quotes. Then you put a comma. So what is the next thing? That is the serif font. Okay, just put a double quote and write SERIF and close double quotes. Okay, now see here, I didn't put the closing double quote. That's why it is highlighting it with a yellow color, and you can see it is showing this serif with the red font color also. So I'm going to put the ending double quotes. It will change to blue, and the yellow highlighting will go also. It means that the error has been removed. Now the next is the next thing what I need to do is I need to set the style H1, H2, H3. Now styles H1, H2 and H3 must be center aligned. Okay, we can do that also. So what we need to do is, this is for H1, H2 and H3. So we will write over here, put a semicolon, and then you write text align. You can see text align. I write TEX. Here you can see that the text align came. Just click on that or press enter. What you need to do, center. Just click center and press enter. It will come automatically. Okay, now, so it means that all the three styles H1, H2 and H3 have been set to Zap Chancery, black error ITC, or if that is not available, then show the default serif font. And the text alignment for H1, H2 and H3 should be center. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Style H1 must be red with no green or blue elements. No green or blue elements. No, it means that must be red. So the color which should display should be red. H1 must be red with no green or blue elements. So here I'm going to write, okay, H1, this is for H1. H1, press enter, or just put the curly bracket. H1, okay. So the color of H1 should be color, put a colon and put the hashtag, and we need to specify the hexadecimal coding scheme. So see here, 00, 00, 00. The first two zeros represent the red color. The next two zeros represent green. The next two represent the blue. So what color should be there? Must be red. So it means the first two have to be FF. And then no green, so 00, and no blue, so 00. So this is how you are going to specify. And then for H2 it should be blue, no green and no red. H3 should be blue with no green or red. So for H2 and H3 both are same. So for H2 and H3, so I'm going to copy all that, Control C. No need to tap that again. Control V, and I will change that to H2, comma H3. Okay, so what should be the color of H2 and H3? That should be blue. This is R, first two, put it 0. This is second two 0, R, G, and the last two zeros are blue. So you need to display the blue color. So put it FF, make it as FF. Blue with no green or red elements. Okay, color, hashtag 00, 00, FF. Yeah, so it means that for H2 and H3, the color will be blue. For H1, the color will be red. Okay, so that's done. Now, what about the next thing? The next is, that is very important, we need to have all borders and grid lines must be red with no green or blue elements and match the requirements of question number 1. Question number 1, where we saw that there were 15 marks for question number 1. This one. Yeah, this thing. So we need to do that over here also. Let's see how we can do that. There is different method also to do all that. Like you can do this you can create this style sheet in another method also. Like here you can see that I'm typing each and every information. Okay, so in that case you can forget, you cannot remember. Okay, now here you can see that this is the format tab. If you need to specify a new style, you need to click on new style. Once you click on new style, this new style window will open in front of you. With the help of that also, you can specify the settings, the requirements which are required for the style sheet, the changes which you want to do for your style sheet. You can do it from here also. The choice is totally yours. Now, all these things are done. The last thing which we need to do is, it is basically related to the borders. So let's see how we can do that. So all the grid lines must be red. Okay, let's see. Just you need to do one thing. Okay, I will tell you about this from the second method, which is go to format, click on new. Now in the selector, what you need to select, you need to select table, or you need to write table over there. Okay, you can select table, or you need to write the table over there. Table is basically what? It's a tag. It's related to the table which you have drawn. So I will write a table. Okay, yeah, I'm going to specify the table over here, and then press enter. Sorry. Yeah, the table tag has come, but I need to modify it. So go to format, new style. That is basically table. Okay, and then what I need to specify in the table, I need to specify the border. So click on border. So what should be the border? The border, as per the requirement of the paper, is borders and grid lines must be red. So from here I'm going to specify the red color. Okay, you can see over here it is showing hashtag FF0000, and the next I need to specify the grid lines and the what you say, here I'm going to specify the grid lines and the outer lines. The grid lines are basically the boundary of the table. The grid lines are basically the internal boundaries which are separating the cells, and the border is basically the outside border. Okay, now I'm going to specify the border style, and the border style which you need to specify is, it is basically solid. Why? If I don't specify the solid, you will not be able to see as per the requirement of the paper. So make it solid, and then you need to click on apply and OK. Okay, let's do, press on apply and OK. So this I will remove because that is extra. Here you can see that the table, the border color is hashtag FF0000, and the border style should be solid. Once that is done, you need to do what? You need to make sure that the requirement of question number 1, it is fulfilled. So I need to specify yeah, table comma TD. Okay, it should be solid red. Okay, and now I'm going to specify the border width. The border width, as per question number 1, it is 4 pixels. Yeah, the external table border must have a width of 4 pixels and the grid line must be 2 pixels. So the TD basically represents the grid lines, okay, the internal lines, and the external border is basically 4 pixels. So 4 pixels for the external border and 2 pixels for the internal grid lines. So let's see how we can do that. So I'm going to specify here table, start the bracket, okay. What I need to do over here, I need to specify the borders. Now the borders is the border width. So border BORDER hyphen width WIDTH. Put a semicolon, not semicolon, put a colon, and then specify 4 px. Px stands for pixel. And similarly, you need to specify the this is basically the table border, which is 4 pixel. And what about TD? TD basically the grid lines. Put a comma, not put a comma, these curly brackets. Then again the border width should be Control C, Control V. Border width, it should be 2 pixels. There you go. I hope each and everything is done as per the requirement of the paper. Let's see it again and then confirm whether it is done or not. Okay, now let's see. This is the heading level H1, H2, and H3, that is Zap Chancery, Blackadder ITC, and default serif. Okay, text align equals to center. Okay, that's done also. Then you need to, for H1, H2, the color scheme. The color scheme, let's see. For H1, H2, H3 must be center. That is done. For H1, it should be red. Red, green, blue. So it is red. Okay. Then it will be H2 and H3 blue. H2 and H3 blue. Red, green, blue. Okay, that's done also. Then we can specify style. Okay, that's done. All borders and grid lines must be red. This is the table and border. Okay, table border should be, the color is red. Okay, then the grid lines, so, here you need border style should be solid. If you don't specify solid, the borders will not be viewable. Okay, for sure it will not be. And the color of the border and the internal grid lines is red as per the requirement of the paper. Okay, and then the table border should be 4 pixels wide and the table grid lines should be 2 pixels. Okay, that's fine, I guess. That's done. We will save that. Yep, saved it. Okay, now let's see. We just preview that in the web browser. Okay. Let's see what we can do. File, save as, baby style. Save. We will replace all. Fine. Yes. But it is not being applied. Go to File, let's check what mistake is being done. Okay, now you can see that I've applied it again, and then it's working now. Similarly, you can do with that also. Go to Format, CSS, then let it style sheet again. And now you can see that it's working again. That's fine. So that's working properly.